And look, you're quite right to observe that 31% is what most people are looking at in the 3 months to June. What's driving those higher prices, and what can Australians expect to see in the next 3 months?
Unfortunately, it's only going to get worse from here, Amanda, and this is the news that came out only last week. You mentioned there that wholesale prices jumped by 31% in the June quarter. So today, your household, whoever's listening to this, your household, your prices have gone up to probably 30% or more today. What we heard from the June quarter, you're not even feeling that yet. That is an early warning sign of what's going to flow through to your bill next year. So this is the thing. The more Labor restricts supply in the market, prices go up. Price is a function of supply and demand. If you restrict supply, demand continues, prices go up. Labor refuses to understand economics, and they will never square this circle.
Yeah, I don't think they understand it at all. When we start factoring in the cost of massive public investment in transmission lines in order to try and make all of this solar and wind work better in the grid, it's hard to see costs doing anything but climb. What's the better approach that the coalition would take here?
I think the answer for that comes in phases, Amanda. In the short to medium term, what we need is a greater balance, a mix of technologies in the grid. Now, the principal technology that Labor is trying to kill is gas and coal. So we should not be closing coal-fired power stations prematurely when there is no replacement. Secondly, we should be pouring more gas into the domestic market. Then you look at the medium to long term, and that's where we are now seriously considering next generation zero emissions nuclear technology. I mentioned before, Amanda, about looking across the world. Let's look at Canada. I mentioned Canada because they announced only a couple of weeks ago that the first site for their small modular reactors, which I visited earlier this year, won't just have one small modular reactor. They're going to put on another 3 units, so 4 in total. If you look at Canada even today, they have between 50 to 60% of their grid is nuclear. Households in Canada, they pay around half the price that Australians' households pay. So think about that. The people of Canada, their household bills are about half the price of Australia's. Why? Well, they've got between 50 and 60% of their mix coming from zero emissions nuclear technology. There are countries from whom we can learn. This government is refusing to. And right now, in the coalition, we're doing all the heavy lifting to make sure we get this policy right.
Well, thank you for doing that, Ted O'Brien. I know that Australians everywhere are grateful for that as Blackout Bowen sticks his head in the sand. All the best for the parliamentary week to come. Thank you for your time.